Hey there, fellow travelers. It's Jim with Vacay with J&A. Thanks for joining us today for Lesson 1 of Travel Hacking 101, the basics. Over the last 5 years, Amy and I have been able to book over $100,000 in free travel by using travel hacking techniques. And we're here to get you started on your travel hacking journey. We're going to be talking about 5 different things today. We're going to be talking about 1, is travel hacking right for you? 2, the 2 big rules of travel hacking. 3, the basic premise of travel hacking. 4, different types of travel hacking credit cards. And 5, the sign-up bonus, or S.U.B. Let's get started. First and foremost, is travel hacking right for you? You want to make sure you're ready to travel hack before you start. Do you spend more money than you make each month? Do you have a lot of credit card debt? Do you have bad credit? Do you have trouble controlling your spending on credit cards? Do you not have an emergency fund? If any of these things sound like you may not be ready. Overspending on a credit card and racking up high interest debt is a really good way to hurt yourself financially, and that's not what we want to do. Before you start travel hacking, you have to make sure you have strong financial discipline. So let's talk about the 2 big rules for travel hacking success. Rule number 1, never pay interest. My dad used to always tell me, credit cards are for convenience, not for credit. In order to win in the game of travel hacking, you have to make sure that you don't pay interest. The credit card companies want you to pay interest. That's how they win. When you don't pay interest, that's how you win. Rule number 2, know how much you spend. Budgeting is key for a strong, healthy financial life. And the same goes for travel hacking. You have to be aware of how much money you're spending each month so you can make sure you're hitting your sign-up bonuses. And we're going to talk about sign-up bonuses here in just a little bit, but budgeting is key. If you're spending extra money on your credit card just to get rewards points, you're defeating the purpose of traveling for free. We want to make sure we're only spending money on things we would have been buying anyway, like gas or groceries. So let's talk about the basic premise of travel hacking. Credit card companies want you to swipe their cards, so they developed a reward system to ensure that you would. They've bought points and miles from different airline and hotel programs, and they use those miles as a reward to you every time you swipe their card. You take those points and miles and use them for free or nearly free travel. That's the basic concept. Now, the banks want you to overspend on the credit card to get those points, or even pay interest by not paying off the balance each month. That's how they win. Now, you want to be intentional and have financial discipline, because that's how you're going to win. Remember, only spend what you're going to spend anyway. So let's talk about the different types of credit cards that are used for travel hacking. There's 4 major kinds. You have cashback cards, airline credit cards, hotel credit cards, and something called transferable currency credit cards. We're going to talk a little bit about each one. Cashback cards. These are the simplest of the travel hacking credit cards. They're very easy to use. Basically, every time you use the card, you get points. And then you can cash those points in for cash. That's why they call them cash back cards. A popular one is the Citi Double Cash card. So every dollar you spend, they give you 2 points. That's why they call it double cash. So if you spend $100, they give you 200 points. Now you can generally cash those in for 1 cent per point. So 200 points equals 200 cents or $2. So basically for every $100 you spend, you get $2 cash back. Basically, 2% savings. These cards are really easy to use, the cashback is easy to earn, but the drawback is the sign-up bonuses aren't that great. Now the next category is airline credit cards. These are basically cards where every time you swipe it, you get airline miles. We have the American Airlines Advantage card, So every time we spend on it, we get American Airlines Advantage miles. So you use those miles on the American Airlines website to book travel. And the neat thing is, you can even book on an international carrier. We recently used our Advantage miles to book a trip to Europe on Finnair because they're in the same airline alliance as American. Now, one of the great things about these cards is they have really nice sign-up bonuses and they have certain perks. Our Advantage cards gives us free checked bags. The drawback, these miles can only be used in the American Airlines program. The next type of credit card is the hotel credit card. This works just like the airline credit card, except you're earning miles for a hotel program. We have the World of Hyatt credit card. So every time we spend on this card, we earn points in the World of Hyatt program, and we can use those points to book stays at Hyatt hotels. The good thing about this card, nice sign-up bonuses. And you get some perks because the card we have gives us Discover status. So we get nicer Wi-Fi, we get some free bottled water when we check in. The drawback again is just like the airline card. You can only use these points through the World of Hyatt. Now the last type of card is the transferable currency card. These are cards like the Chase Sapphire Preferred, the Amex Gold card, the Citi Strata Premier, or the Capital One Venture card. These are called transferable currency because you can use these points in a number of different ways. You can use these points for cash back, or you can transfer them out to different hotel or airline programs. Each bank also has what they call a travel portal, and you can use these points directly in that portal for travel. There's lots of great ways to use these points, and the sign-up bonuses are usually pretty high. The drawback on these cards is the annual fees. Now there's usually 3 different types of tiers for all of these credit cards. Usually have like the intro tier, maybe a small annual fee or no annual fee. And then you have an intermediate tier where the annual fee will be a little bit more, but you'll get more benefits. And then you have the top tier. These are the ones with the really expensive annual fees, but they come with a ton of benefits. So one of the great things about cashback cards is that they're easy to use. If you have 100,000 points, it's real easy, cash it in, get $1,000 back. It's pretty straightforward and simple. With transferable currency cards and airline and hotel cards, you have the potential for outsized redemption value. As an example, Amy and I recently booked business class trip tickets to Paris on Air France. Had we paid cash, it would have been just under $4,000, but we used points. It was 100,000 points. So instead of getting cash back for $1,000, we used it for $4,000 worth of airline tickets. Now you're starting to see how travel hacking can benefit you. Let's talk about the sign-up bonus, or S.U.B. In our intro video for our channel, we mentioned that we've cashed in almost 4 million points over the last 5 years. You may be asking yourself, have these people spent millions of dollars on credit cards just to get some free trips? No, we have not. What we've done is leverage the power of what's called the sign-up bonus. 95% of the points we've earned have come from sign-up bonuses and referral bonuses. And we're going to talk about referral bonuses in a future video. But this is a major way to really up your point balance across different currencies. So here's an example of how a sign-up bonus would work. The Chase Sapphire Preferred has an offer of 60,000 bonus points if you spend $4,000 on their credit card in the first 3 months. So what you would do is apply for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and once you're approved, you have 3 months to put $4,000 on that credit card. If you can do that, they'll give you 60,000 points that you can cash in for $600 if you want to, or you can transfer it out to one of their transfer partners where you can earn $1,200 on free travel or maybe even more. So now you're asking yourself, why would I spend $4,000 extra just to get $600 cash back? That doesn't make any sense. And I agree. But remember rule number 2? Know how much you spend? This is where that comes in handy. Think about how much money you spend each month. You have to know how much you're budgeting for that. Think about it. How much do you spend in gas, groceries, cell phone, internet, streaming services, car insurance? These are payments you're making every month, no matter what. Why not get rewarded for them? Now let's say you add up all those things together and it comes out to $1,350 a month. Well, if you multiply that by 3, it's more than $4,000 in 3 months. So you can get those 60,000 bonus points just by spending money you were already going to spend. That's how you win with the sign-up bonus, and that's how you win with travel hacking. Another way to hit a sign-up bonus is if you have a big purchase you're going to make. Maybe you want to buy a new bed. Maybe you need a new refrigerator. Maybe you need a new air conditioner. And you've saved up money and set it aside, and you're ready to purchase it. Why not get a brand new card? Put the purchase on the card, pay it off with the cash you've set aside, and get the sign-up bonus. Amy and I have done this before. We got a new AC unit a couple years ago, and before we purchased it, we got a new credit card. We hit the sign-up bonus with one purchase. How cool is that? Well, we've learned a lot today, and thanks so much for being here. You may have some questions, and don't worry, I'm going to be answering them in future videos. Now, if you don't want to wait for future videos, go ahead and drop me a question in the comments below, and I'll respond to you. If you know anybody that might benefit from travel hacking or is interested in learning more, please share this video with them. We're so grateful for you for coming and watching our videos. Thank you so much. Happy travels.